a little bit actually when we talked about these various models of the solar system. If the Earth had been a flat disk, the shadow would have been elongated and elliptical, unless the eclipse always occurred at a time when the sun was directly under the center of the disk. Second, the Greeks knew from their travels that the North Star appeared lower in the sky when viewed in the south than it did in more northerly regions. Since the North Star lies over the North Pole, it appears to be directly above an observer at the North Pole, but to someone looking from the equator, it appears to lie just at the horizon. From the difference in the apparent position of the North Star in Egypt and Greece, Aristotle even quoted an estimate that the distance around the Earth was 400,000 stadia. It is not known exactly what length a stadium was, but it may have been about 200 yards, which would make Aristotle's estimate about twice the current accepted figure. The Greeks even had a third argument, that the Earth must be round. For why else does one first see the sails of a ship coming over the horizon? Why else does one first see the sails of a ship coming over the horizon? And only later see the hull. Oh, isn't that so cool? Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you, Shavi. Thank you, Teeman. Thank you, John Foster. Thank you, Lazy Lad, who I think is Shavi. Thank you, Steven. Harper. Thank you, Eve. Steven, how could you be late? How? Just how? It just said hide, and I thought I did something with my mod power. Don't do that. Don't hide Steven. Steven's my friend who comes to the lives. Steven sneaks into room. We're talking about Brief History of Time. You might want to go back and watch the whole thing later. Thank you for liking. You know there's going to be a red moon this week. Really? Oh my gosh. Aristotle thought the Earth was stationary and that the sun, the moon, the planets, and the stars moved in circular orbits about the Earth. He believed this because he felt for mystical reasons that the Earth was the center of the universe and that circular motion was the most perfect. So it was mystical reasons. And circular motion was considered to be perfect, so he thought that was it. This idea was elaborated by Ptolemy. So we've actually talked about the Ptolemaic model in the lives as well a while ago. Maybe November-ish timeline. So feel free to go back and revisit. This idea was elaborated by Ptolemy in the 2nd century AD into a complete cosmological model. The Earth stood at the center, surrounded by 8 spheres that carried the moon, the sun, the stars, and the 5 planets known at the time, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. The planets themselves moved on smaller circles attached to their respective spheres in order to account for their rather complicated observed paths in the sky. Stephen is here. Yes. The outermost sphere carried the so-called fixed stars, which always stay in the same positions relative to each other, but which rotate together across the sky. What lay beyond the last sphere was never made very clear, but it certainly was not part of mankind's observable universe. Oh, I'm just looking at Suji over there. She's cleaning herself. She's sitting on my coat and cleaning herself. Hi. Hello, Timan. Thank you for joining. Can you please like the live? Can we get 20 likes? Oh, Suji Mama is cleaning herself. Ptolemy's model provided a reasonably